Comparing my subs created Blue Lock players. A couple days ago, I put out a post on my YouTube asking my subs to basically give me their best Blue Lock combos. And if you guys don't know what I mean by combos, is basically, let's say we have Nagi and we add an attribute from another player onto Nagi. So basically, let's say if Nagi got the Kaiser impact, that's a created player to me. Now, I got a lot of replies from that post, and in this video, I'm basically going to be comparing some of my subs' favorite players who they created, and I'm going to be seeing who's better. Anyways, without further ado, if you guys like this type of content, please hit the like and subscribe button. I'm going to go crazy all 2025. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers. Please, every like and subscribe really helps. And without further ado, let's get right into this video. So the way this is going to work is basically I'm going to choose one comment and then a comment below or above it to pit against each other. So for example, right here for the first one, we have Kunigami with Noah's dribbling and high level logic and rational thinking versus Bachira with Rin's destroyer mode. Now, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Kunigami, but if you add Noah's like actual attributes onto him, he might actually be a demon. Like, he gets Noah's dribbling, which means he's actually going to be mobile, and he's actually going to have his rational thinking and his logic. I think that's kind of OP, I'm not going to lie. Compared to Bachira with Destroyer mode, I don't know how Destroyer mode would really work with a guy like Bachira, but I guess I could compare it to his crash out back in the second selection. You know, when he was just dribbling past everyone. I think that's what, if Bachira had Destroyer mode, it would be similar to that, you know? He would just go ballistic and start spamming crazy dribble moves, destroying people by using their best strengths against each other. So, honestly, I do think that Bachira would be crazy, because even right now, he has unstoppable dribble moves that almost nobody could stop 1v1. But with Kunigami's logic and thinking of Noah's level, I think Noah could stop Bachira. So yeah, honestly, I'm going to have to give this to Bachira, personally. Because, not Bachira, I'm going to have to give this to Kunigami, personally, because even though he's Kunigami, he now has Noah's basically rational, logic thinking. So I think that's very OP just to put on any player in Blue Lock. This next one says Isagi with Bachira's dribbling and Nagi with Isagi's creativity. Okay, I'm going to be honest. This guy is one of the few people in the comments that actually gave me what I wanted to actually do. I wasn't planning to have two people face each other with their players. I guess some people misunderstood the post. That's fine. We're going to do this another time if the video does well. But yeah, in my opinion, I think Isagi with Bachira dribbling is already going to be super duper OP. Like, Isagi's already super OP. He now has the Omega Vision form, which can almost go toe to toe with Destroyer Rin. He now also has like 2-gun volley. Add in Bachira's dribbling, which makes him unstoppable 1v1, along with his mind and thinking. He's probably one of the best players, like, ever at that point. Now, I know it's Nagi, and you guys know I'm a Nagi glazer, but at this point, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to have to give it to Isagi with Bachira dribbling. Like, Nagi with creativity would be awesome, but I feel like that's just something he's going to gain throughout the series anyways. It's not like 2 players in one. It's just Nagi that's evolving. So yeah, I'm going to have to give this to Isagi. For this next one, we have Isagi with Kunigami's shot and physique versus Kaiser with Loki's speed. Okay, this is just the luck of the draw moment, because honestly, this isn't even fair. Kaiser with Loki speed, don't get me wrong. Isagi with Kunigami's physical attributes would be good, and his shooting would be good. But Isagi's already a very good shooter right now. He's already very good at shooting. And his physique isn't so bad to a point where it was in the second selection where he can't hold his own anymore. His physique's actually pretty decent now. So I think that doesn't really add as much to his playstyle than it does to Kaiser's, who now has the Kaiser impact, the Magnus Kaiser impact, and Loki's speed on top of it. He can create a shot whenever he feels like it, because Loki just teleports around the field. So yeah, I'm going to say right now, Kaiser clears this. The next one we have here is Nagi with Isagi's adaptability and Kaiser with Shido's goal sense in the box. Now listen to me. You guys know I'm not the biggest Shido fan, and I do think that his weapon is kind of just like something all these players in Blue Lock already have, but it's like to a higher degree than them. So I don't think that this goal sense is going to add too much to Kaiser since he already has Metavision and Predator Eye. So he's already a very smart player and knows where to position himself in the box and can basically smell a goal when it's going to happen. Now, as for Nagi, his upgrade is going to be absolutely insane. Nagi, learning to use his actual brain, start adapting to shit like Isagi does, and just do it on the go is fucking OP. Along with Nagi being able to trap like he actually does, bro. I'm going to tell you guys right now. I think Isagi's adaptability is the best weapon in bluelock. I'm not going to lie. Like, I think it is the best weapon somebody could have in bluelock. And the reason why I say that is, how the hell are you going to beat someone that adapts? He's basically like Maharaga. You guys know how much trouble Gojo had when he was fighting Sukuna and Maharaga? Bro, Maharaga could literally just adapt to everything. And that's literally like Isagi. Isagi will lose. You'll beat him maybe one time. But then he'll come back and adapt to that one move you tried so hard to learn how to beat him. So yeah, I'm going to say Nagi with Isagi's adaptability is better than Kaiser with Shido's box goal sense, whatever you call it. For this next one, we have Ryo and Rin in one person versus Isagi with Loki's speed. Now, this is a very interesting matchup because Ryo with Rin, who do I think is going to use Ryo's ability better? Rin or Ryo himself? Now, honestly, if I'm going with Rin, who gets Ryo's abilities, I think Destroy Mode plus copying Isagi's no, he can't copy that. Copy, other people's abilities, like physical traits and shit, would make Rin an absolute powerhouse. And I think he'd actually use it better than Ryo himself. Now, as for Isagi with Loki's speed, he has all of his brain, thinking, Omega Vision, his shooting, plus now he can actually get to create a shot by himself. So yeah, this is a very tight matchup. I actually do not know who would be better in this sense because maybe Rin could copy other attributes that could help him shut down Isagi's speed, like maybe fucking, I guess, Lorenzo's attributes, like the zombie dribble, or maybe something like that. I don't know. Maybe Rin could do something to stop Isagi using Loki's speed, but at the end of the day, it is Loki's speed, and nobody's been able to stop that so far. So I would have to give this to Isagi with Loki's speed. For this next one, we have Kaiser with Rin shooting versus Igaguri with Shido's hairstyle. And I think this is quite obvious. It's obviously Igaguri with Shido's hairstyle. Do you guys know how much of a buff Igaguri would get if he actually had some sort of hair on his head? Not that just level 1. Bro, I think specifically him will be one of the best players in bluelock if he just gets some hair. I'm not even kidding. It would add so much to his aura and he would easily be better than players like Kaiser, Rin, Isagi. So this is not even close. Igaguri absolutely clears Kaiser. And for this last one, we have Bachira with Baro's shooting and finishing instinct versus Nagi with Isagi's game IQ and adaptability. This is a very close and interesting one. Now, Bachira, again, I feel like the only area where he really lacks in at the current moment in time is his shooting. I don't think he's that good of a shooter who could shoot from way out. He has to use his dribbling to get close to finish the job. Now, as for Nagi, the player he lacks in is basically his game IQ, which he's going to get Isagi, who has the highest game IQ in all of bluelock, and adaptability, where Nagi is kind of like a guy who, if something doesn't work, he's going to be like, oh, fuck, I give up. You know what I mean? I don't have the time for this shit. He's just going to sit on his ass the entire game, start spamming the same thing he was doing before, and just get clamped up for the rest of the game. Now, he wasn't like this in the second selection, but because he had someone like Isagi there to help him out. But now he doesn't, so we're seeing that in full effect. Either way, if he does get Isagi's adaptability and Bachira gets things shot, let's say we put these two on a team, right? Bachira is going to be getting more consistent goals, all right? By himself. He'll be able to create shots, score. He'll be unstoppable by himself. But if they load up on him, they'll be able to slow him down a little bit. As for Nagi, you're going to need a playmaker to come and help Nagi to fucking find himself, you know what I mean? Score with himself. Now, as we know in the second selection, Nagi did say all he needs is one touch of the ball to breathe life into it. So he just needs someone to give him that one touch where he can finish the job from there. Now, so with that, I'd say It's very tough. Honestly, it's very tough. But with Nagi in your team, he provides you with just a consistent 0 to 1 formula. Even if they double, he has the IQ and adaptability to be able to read that double and quickly formulate a strategy. So whatever they do to stop him, he'll be able to adapt and go over that. As for Bachira, I don't think he has that same ability where if they put maybe 3 people on him, yes, he's going to try and do in the pass, obviously. But I think that Bachira is going to get slowed down a lot more than Nagi if they just start throwing bodies at him, start throwing doubles, triples, maybe trying to trap him and shit. He just won't be able to adapt like Nagi would be able to adapt to most situations. On top of that, Nagi already has a very good 0 to 1 formula. Adding in adaptability and game IQ to his already good formula just makes him OP. So yeah, I'd go with Nagi. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So every single like and subscribe really helps me out. And yeah, man, I hope you guys all have a good day today. And goodbye.